Okay, I want to say hi again everybody, it's only me, Wushu Richard. I'm outside in this basketball court in the college and I'm going to show you a few moves, okay, using the wrists, okay. Now there's moves in Tai Chi and Tai Chi systems and like the white crane system, various Kung Fu systems, karate systems and stuff too, where the wrists are involved like this. Now, it might look funny, you might see Tai Chi people and stuff like doing Tai Chi forms and Tai Chi where they're like, you know, they'll open up like this and they'll rise their hands up and they'll sink like that, you know, they're raising their wrists and they're blocking and then grabbing someone's hands and bringing them down like that. There's different moves, but what I'm trying to say, it's very, very useful too in Kung Fu training, not only as an exercise for your wrists, but it's also an exercise for your wrists, okay, like you should always rotate your wrists to do exercises, gently hold them back like this, you know, and down like that, take care of your wrists, and then again things like this, going up and down is a good one. Side to side, things like that, okay, and again even like this, even you find a lot of that in Wing Chun training as well. But what I'm trying to say basically in this particular video, okay, is with the wrist, okay, there's movements you can do where you do block like that. So someone might be coming at you and you might literally block out of that, so you block with your wrist like that, especially like in Tai Chi for example. If someone's going to come and swing me, I might block with my hand out like this usually on the outside. But sometimes you're going to find techniques where you use your wrists, okay, so I'll be blocking like that, I'll block here. So when I'm doing two like white cranes, say for example, I'll block out like that, or block like that, say for example, I'll block out like that. So when I'm doing this kind of motion, you see when I'm doing, I can block out, I can block down here with my wrist, I can block forward, I can also strike with the back of the hand here. You curl it up, it's as though you're holding like a little ball there in your hand almost, kind of thing. There's different motions you can do, okay? So I might be coming in, I might strike, so I might grab someone's hand from there and I might strike him from the back of the hand there, with the back of the hand. But sometimes just using the wrist. If someone's going to come to attack me from this side, so grab me, I might open my hand out here, rounding it, my arm rounding it, and I block here with my wrist on the outside, like there, from the outside, see? So if I'm blocking down, I might block down like that, I might block down like that and come in here. I might use my wrist into it when I'm doing it. So I might strike him from there, I might block on the side. See, so when I'm doing these kind of motions, I might use it that way. The same as you might find in Tai Chi, for example, when you're pushing. But the basic thing is like, what I'm saying is, you're using those wrist motions a lot. So if someone comes to attack, I might come up, I might even raise up like that even. So it might not always be like twisting, it might not be twisted up like that. It might not always be like twisted up like that, like I've told you before, coming up or to the side, or coming in like this, or here, or that, or with the palm. But sometimes you might use your wrist, is what I'm saying here. So because the inside part of your wrist here, the inside of your hand, to the inside part of the bone here, as you're twisting, and to the back of this part too, the rolling part, the outside, is quite important as well. So when I'm coming in, I might come out, I might block up slightly there, I might come out there, and when I'm rolling this arm, so even like when I'm doing Wing Chun for example, I'm blocking this, so you'll be using this wrist part a lot. It's got to be very rounded. It's as though I'm holding a ball almost, so I'm holding a ball. So I'm hugging someone for example, so I come in here, and these are certain techniques. So I might parry that and hit someone in the body there with my hand, just slapping it out. I might come out this way, I might be like coming from there and then striking out that way, like I've told you before, like the strikes. But what I'm saying now though is just keeping it rounded here, and these kind of motions here. So when I'm coming here, see, I might be doing a movement here where I'm blocking, see. For me, I might block up here, see, and strike here. I might block here, see. I might come and palm here. See what I'm saying? I might come blocking in here, I might block down there. I might come here, I might come on top, I might roll over like this, I might come over, strike him here. Right, so I'm using this hand or the wrist usually to block, the hand to strike. Because if you strike with your wrist, it can be, as I say, not very good. Grab there, elbow strike, pull him in. See, therefore I might come here, I might come from here like a block, see from here, come in here on the side, the whole waist into it, see, blocking. I'm just showing you a few things, see, I might palm there, I might punch from there, I might come in. I'm just saying the basic thing, I might block here, I might parry as I'm coming in, I might parry that in, see, block him, I could strike, I might come here, parry that, and come low here. So similar thing, see, I'll be coming in here, so I might come here, so I'm coming here, here, I'm parrying and I'm striking, I'm parrying and striking at the same time, so here, see. So like, I might block up here, and come in here, see, or striking from here, I might block up here, he might be grabbing onto me, I might grab that in and loop that, I might pull him in. I might come on top, roll in on here, push it, I might come over here. So you've got this roundedness about your arms, see, roundedness, and you move your wrist as it needs to. You might block down, I might punch up again like a Wing Chun, see, for example. I'm up from here, see, we're looking. But the thing is, I'm saying with your guard, what I'm trying to say is though, you work these kind of techniques in and it can work a lot for you. You might block up with the wrist in, might be like crane, see? When people see crane and stuff, they think it's a joke. The basic thing though is you'll be using those wrists sometimes. It doesn't mean you're always up going to grab hold of them. It doesn't mean that you're not saying you're going to grab someone all the time. Like I told you before, when you're using something like that, let's say you're using something like that, sometimes you might not necessarily be, I'm not saying you're going to strike it, I'm saying that you're not always going to grab it also. It's not always going to be like you're going to grab someone's hand and you're going to go straight into a lock. Sometimes you'll be doing certain movements where you're flowing naturally. And you'll be using the techniques. So it's like you just roll and you feel the whole body with the roundings of your body. So that if you can't be thinking, like I told you before, like if you're going to strike, let's say for example with Wing Chun again, right, Young Chun, Wing Chun again, right, when you're punching, you won't go necessarily punch, he blocks that and you're going to strike him and you go 1-2, like 1-2, perfect. You're not going to do that. It's going to be rounded, it's going to be very natural. So when you're coming in, rounded as you're going in. So whatever's coming, you just absorb whatever part of your body. You show it. It looks funny, but the thing is like a monkey. Let me see. When you do it, you go in naturally. So when you come in, you just feel every essence. Like I said before, it's not 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 9 o'clock. It's like 1, 2, 3, everything in between that thing. So you can't be going in. You can't be going like block from there, and you just punch. You can't go like. You can't just go block and then punch. You make it very tight. See, on the point, so wherever he's coming, he pulls that shoulder straight in there. See, and every single line always there. See, it won't be like. It's not that you're going to go like that. It's not that you're going to go. You do that and then one hand's like miles away and you're scratching your arsehole. Is that you got one hand here straight away. If he blocks that down, you're there. So with your wrist is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you'll be cutting through. Yeah. Sometimes what I'm trying to say is your wrist. You can also use the outside part of the arm is what I'm saying you can also use. You might not necessarily be turning out, like I said before, like you're turning out, like doing a circular, but like that. Sometimes you use the outside. You can just do like you'll be like that, like the crane, for example. You'll be there, so you just feel. And if you're crossed up, as I said before, that's another thing. That's a metaphor. We'll have to make another video about that. But when you got the hands together like that, it's not a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. It should be like you can fight anyway. You see, however you are, you've got your elbows. I can't really show you in this video because I need another person in the video. We need 2 people so I can show you the move. And that's what I'm basically saying. So don't be disheartened when you see people talking about like using the wrists, and using the wrist like that, because it's a different kind of training. It's an exercise for your body, for your different joints, for your joints. But I'm just saying there are different ways of training. You don't always have to be so rigid. You don't always come so rigid, like so strong. You don't have to do that. You can just be soft, natural, and it shouldn't be so hard like that always. It should be like he's coming in. You just feel it. You just relax. You just feel the angle. You feel where he's coming. If I'm leaning forward like that, as I said to you before, and I go, I'm just going to go like that. So he's going to push me through. So it's like you go there, he pulls that. This one comes. This one will come in. See? But it's not that. It's just here. See? It's just here. You just feel. He's coming, I might catch with that elbow coming in there. Whether it's going to be, I might come from here, see? Just naturally, I feel every part of it. You've got to feel. See, it's not like 1, 2, so big. It's like just there, very, very subtle as you're doing it, see? And the small things, you can feel the small things as you're doing it, see? Not like here, and you go in, it's like, here, you always feel like water. You just feel the angle when it's coming. It's not like a mile away like that, and you just feel it in like water as you're going. And if you're like that, so you're balanced against it. So you've got to be straight in as you're doing it. So, as I said before, if you're coming in, if this one goes and he brings that down, this one's coming, he brings that down, and he smashes you in the face. So this one's got to come up here, see? You've got to have this ready, see? If this one goes, you have that one ready. But if you can get the bus, I don't care if it's number 51 or any bus, you just go and run to get the bus. You don't want to fight. Right? That's the most important thing. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is you'll find a lot of movements, you'll find a lot of techniques usually where the movements are so exaggerated. You become so exaggerated and all this. But we're not doing it just for show. Is what I'm trying to say. You've got to feel the angle. If I'm going here, I'm here 1 mile away here for show or what? You get me? See, if I'm here, say you can just push me on balance from here. put me off. You've got to be straight in, you've got to be straight in together. So you're not on a mile like that. You've got to be straight in, see? Everybody's got to be straight into it, see? If he's going, I feel him, just go. He just goes that way. See? Wherever it's going to be, if I'm doing this, I'm blocking myself up, he can slap me in the face. So I'm saying so it's got to be really natural as he's going, see? And all this as well, what is like, he's going to smash me up here, see? So you've got to move foot there, and all that's got to be there. But you're not trying to do anything, you don't try to do anything. You just feel what they're doing. So this thing is not doing anything, right? I'm just training on this. I'm talking with you. So you just feel your damn life. But anyway, go back to the point I was saying. All the connections got to come in, alright? So the connection I'm trying to say is, you don't be up here and then like you're doing the dance and then your body is all out of the place. You've got to be in time, but you don't do it for show either. That's what I'm trying to say. You've got to feel what it is. We're not doing stances for show. You don't just do that because someone tells you to do it for show. We're not doing that. Okay? So when you stand there, when you train by yourself, if you've got a space, you've got a small circle or something, feel it. Really feel your balance, you know, when you stand there. Feel your center. Feel the whole circle, your whole circle around you. Feel the whole circle. Like you're inside a ball. And you just feel. If you're standing, you're holding your baby or someone you love, right? You're ready there. You can protect yourself, already cover there. See? However it is, just naturally. It's so big, you don't have to do that. It's for your health, for your exercise in your body. That's the most important thing. But the basic thing is that you just feel the alignment. It's not like you want to go block in there and then do a punch. You're not doing that. It looks cool maybe, but the most important thing is you feel what you're doing. You don't want to attack someone. You don't want to be Mr. Kung Fu man. You just want to defend yourself, you know what I mean? Especially me. And if you're not a big, strong person, you're like me, let's say, and you're a thin person, maybe you're an old person, or maybe you're a girl or a young person, it doesn't matter who you are, you know, you've got to think about that too. So it's about your health. You can't fight everybody. It's better to run away if you can get away. But it's about your health. And if you're talking about blocking and defending, the technique in martial arts especially, you're learning about the skill, the ability, how to use your body in different ways. So you don't always have to grab, you don't always have to block a certain way, you don't have to block a certain way. Here, you don't have to do, you know what I mean, like that, or like that, or like that. You don't have to do, or like that. You don't have to do it a certain way, like that. You don't have to do it a certain way, you don't have to, like for sure, you don't have to exaggerate, is what I'm trying to say. Someone's going to hit me here, use my elbow. I don't have to go, oh, and I just use my elbow there. If I can use my cover there, so here, I can use that there. I'm not going to go like a mile away to block him. You know, like when we learn the form, let's say when we learn the forms, for example, in the beginning, and you go out a long way like that and you do the punch. We're not trying to say you're going to reach someone's arms from so far away. No, you just cover what's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like when the ping pong, when the ball's coming, you can hit it, right? Or you can just go home. You can just go home and have your tea or coffee, right? So that's the basic thing. When they're coming at you, you see, you just naturally, when something's coming at you, you just cover, innit? So coming there, I might cover there naturally. I might block there. I'm not going to go over there and run after him and try and catch him like that, you know what I'm trying to say? Or sometimes going to block his hand with my foot or something. I'm not going to do that. So again, that's just one technique though, again, one basic thing. But with the hands, when you do like crane, for example, crane, right? So like by her training, for example, right crane fist, right? When you do it, usually they've got a lot of wrist techniques, the same as Wing Chun when you do it, okay? You know, I've got my flip-flops on today, my shoes. But you'll be doing it, you'll be like, you know, you might block there with the wrists. There's a lot of wrist technique. I'll be doing it like that. I'll block that, I might come like that. I'll push like that. I'll be doing a lot of wrist technique. I'll be coming like that. Or from there. I'll be coming there, circling, right? Or from there. So when he's coming, sometimes I might use my wrist from there. It might come from there. We did a lot of techniques before. We block like that. We wish you block. But it's not like for a show. It's not like someone's going to come and you just go. Doing that. It's like when someone comes up there, you just attack. You just cover. The same as your boxing, whether you can go in and box. The same thing. But it's like you come in your boxing, you just cover the same things covered as it. But it's like you've got to understand the different kind of technique when you come in. See, if I understand different things, he's pushing me there, I can sink my way, see here. I might kick, I might be what it's going to be. So you've got to learn the different, when I say beauty, I don't mean beauty like a show, that's like a monkey. I mean you learn the beauty of the technique, the science, how to apply your body in different ways. So when you're doing, you understand Tai Chi, for example, you're not going to go so perfect, in a perfect show all the time. You feel the energy around you because you do all the training and stuff. But it's like you feel the balance, you feel your center, right? But it's like when you're in a real life, when you're in a real situation and someone's coming up, you just feel. You don't do anything. You just feel it. He's coming at you. He's pushing you. He's like, he's going to push there. You just go, but you don't go a mile away and fall a mile away like that. You go in and you go in. You go straight in. So you're going straight. Like I said before on the phone, when he's coming, you don't go. You go there. 1, 2. No, you go 1, 2. Sit together. 1, 2. You go. It's not fast. It's 1, 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2. All flowing where he's going, and it's not a mile away. That 1, 2. No, he's coming. You can get the bus and go home and get the fucking 51. Right? When you come in, you're blocking there, and you just come straight in. You've got no time to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and go in. You can't do that in English or Chinese, right? So you go there, you go straight in, you go straight in at the same time. But I'm fighting on the side here as well, see? All he has to do is just take that and push me off my ass off there. Or if I'm leaning over as well like that, as I say, I can go in and pull through that way, see? So you want to compact it in. You want to compact it in when he's coming in, see? When he's coming in there, so you don't give him any space. No space at all, no timing. And your knees as well. You can't see my knee. So the guard there, you always be guarding. If this is too high, you can raise that up, see how high here, you can hit me here, you can take that, you can take me up in this position and push me that way and break my leg also. So the most important thing is, you're not trying to reach out and do something, it's like you go, whatever way it's coming, see, maybe you just feel, this one goes with his shoulder, he comes in. I can go in, but he can come in also, that's what I'm trying to say. If I'll be from here, see, if I go there, if I go to block below, he hits me high here, right? I've got this hand here, yes. Right, see, if it's like on the side angle stuff, for example, here, this hand here, it's too long, it's a long way away, see? To come here, it's like too long, it looks cool, maybe strong, but it's not. It's like you should be there, straight in, immediately, see, whatever he does, whatever he can, immediately, it's the best space from here, see, immediately. I can feel the angle where it's coming, I feel where he's coming in, see? If this is here, he can bring that down and break me in my face from here, so I'm coming here. Right? I can do this. If I do all this fancy stuff here, you can hit me here. See what I'm trying to say, yeah? And I'll be doing all this, see, you can strike me from here. I'll be from here, I'll come here, you hit me in my face, you bring that down, you don't see, you smack me on my face. You see what I'm trying to say? And my legs open, you can hit me in my throat, in my throat. Right? So you bring the nuts, you bring the nuts here, you bring the knees in. Right? So what I'm trying to say is, it's the same as if someone's a long way and you just kick in them for the sake of kicking. You just pull you off. You need to use it in the right context, is what I'm trying to say, yeah? Okay, so anyway, the most important thing I see, when you do it, you're not like 1, 2, so it's like that, you should be like, immediately there, see? Immediately there, see? If you take that one, immediately there, see? And this is, you see this shoulders like this, it's rubbish. You can take that off, you can push me up there, tight, so you should be like, immediately there, see? I'm just relaxed, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm just going to kill himself. And you just, to the morning, right? So you're there blocking, you feel, you're not doing it. Like you just feel what he's doing. You're feeling in, you come in, I can feel this wind now, this thong in Chinese, the wind, right? Coming in, I can feel that. I can feel it coming in, I don't need to do anything. I can feel that wind coming past me everywhere. Everywhere's going into my body. For tomorrow, so that's better. So you should stop drinking shit, stop smoking, don't smoke, don't drink, don't take drugs, in my opinion, I'm saying that. And you know, this is like training for you. See that, it's for this for the cool way, it's not the point. The issue is here, see? Going in, see? Or you just here, see? You don't want, your goal is not to hurt someone, but your goal is to be flexible in your joints, alright? So, the technique I was saying about the wrist there, where you're being flown with the wrist, is like, it's exercise. You can do this all day. You can do all that all day, being flowing and all this. I can do all this all day. Fair enough, yeah. I know that. Fair enough. You can go there, do the Tai Chi. I'm not saying that. That's for exercise. But I'm saying the most important thing is you train. If you have someone, a friend or someone you can practice it together with, that's more important. You know, so you can train a lot of different moves. Someone comes at you, you know, you can grab there, grab, hit him down there, you know, come back, all this kind of stuff, you know, throw him over, you know, different things, right? What your arm locks and all that, you know, with different techniques, we can do that. But I'm not doing that right now. So I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is think about using techniques, you know, naturally. And another thing on that centre line also, before I go, I want to say before I finish, when you do a block, okay, so on the centre line, don't be like that, see? Don't be like that, and you're open to attack, see? Or there. Make sure that when you do it, you face the centre always. So you always face the centre. So when you do it, you're always on the centre there. You're always facing him on the centre. But you want to punch straight if you can, okay? So you face on the centre there. You don't want to go do a technique. In Wing Chun, okay, Young Chun, when you do a technique, if you're off the line, you're open to attack. The same as open as well, same thing, he can hit you. Too low, he can hit you high. Too high, he can hit you low, you can't see. If you're across like that, you're in trouble, but there's techniques you can use to get out. But if you go on either one side, you're in trouble, right? That's the thing. You've got to be very flexible. You can't be just like, only just like, you know, Muay Thai, just going and punching, you know, from a mile away, coming in. You're not doing that. It's for a reason. The reason is here, he says, your mum's ugly, whatever, yeah? Then fine, that's his problem. You can just go home and get the bus. If you're standing there so close to him, and he's trying to touch you, trying to rape you or attack you, let's say, you know, man, woman, anyone, right? Then you have some reaction. You know, you go, oh, like you just, afraid. You can put your hands up like that. Guys, like you just, oh God, you know, as he's coming in, you know, if he pushes this one down, elbow him. See, you push this one down, hand hits him there. He hits you from there. See, he's the same. If you pull this one down, what's your hand doing in your pocket? Scratching your Pokemon Go in your pocket, and then everything's going to go. So your hair. Right, so your hair should be ready there on the back is what I'm trying to say, okay? And your legs up like this for show, you bring your guard here like a guard, so it's a guard properly when you do it. It's a guard, you might not always be ready, but it's like, you try to be as ready as possible, like that, so you're always ready, see, a guard. You can always come in any way, you know, not like you're doing it there, and you're always on the point, so you've got your fingers, your palms, right, everything's coming in, you've got the same, he's the same as you, right, like, the same, if you push yourself a balance in, again, you've got to bring it in so as you do it, so be solid when he's doing it. And again, right, again, it's obvious. What I'm doing, you've got to remember also, it's the same as you. You've got the inside, centre line, and you've got the outside, which is here and here, the outside. So you want to remember to guard those, you know, the best you can. It doesn't matter what you do. You might do Wing Chun, you might do karate, you might do boxing, you might do Muay Thai, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the most important thing is you just remember those areas of guard. And if you always try to block the foot like that, blocking the foot, you know, you can use your feet also. It's another thing, right? So what I'm trying to say is when you're in close range, you've got to remember the opponent. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing, right? And if I'm on the inside, as I say, if I'm on the inside here, and I go to attack you, and you block that, or you here, let's say, I can still hit you with this one, right? So you want to try to go to the outside if you can. Outside. If he's there, got two arms, two legs, right? I want to move away. If I leave my foot out, you can sweep that away as well. So we're going to bring your foot in, bring that in together. So in your guard always, you might have one high, one low. You might have the same there, one back, one front. But when you go around, you might understand circle stepping. You might understand side stepping. But the most important, you're on that line. You're not reaching. You're not trying to attack. But you've got the two hands coming in. It doesn't matter if he attacks with one hand or two hand. But you want to remember to go to the outside if you can. So that means you're standing there, okay? You might, let's say, you might block his hand and strike to the outside. You might block him down and strike to the outside. He's outside, right? Or you might block that and come on the inside. He's inside, right? But what I'm saying is if he's coming with that hand there and you block it there, however you block, it doesn't matter how you do it, or you do that, or what you're going to do, however, he can hit you with this hand. However you do it, this hand can also come. So you've got two hands, the problem, right? And you can smack you with that. It's the same as two people. If you've got two people there, or 6 people, you put yourself in the middle of 2 people, it's not good, right? So the most important thing is when they're coming by, you move, so that's going by that side there. So you can do whatever you want. Don't do that, I'm just saying, for example, right? When he's coming by, see, I'll be there. So I might parry and strike from there, here, I can do the elbow, same. I might palm, whatever it's going to be, anyway, right? Same from the inside, same thing. I'll be here, I can palm, yes, but I must be careful with this hand, because he can hit me with that hand. in Chinese marathon, like trouble again. So he's coming by, you come by. If you can't move, if you've got nowhere to move, you've got no space, then you just feel you have to use any way you can, right? Look down or up. So if you push him, you may absorb in. If he's coming in, he's going to go that way. Again, you might come in, but you try to feel the space, come straight in as you can. Okay? So you might parry to the side, you might go kick, you might go to the outside. Fair enough, you might do that, or you might go to the outside. But what I'm trying to say is, you don't try to exaggerate. You try to avoid as much trouble as possible. Is my point, alright? Don't just try to be cool. You grab two arms, do a kick. We're not doing that here. We're coming at you. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You might block out. You might grab that. You might knee. You might do a low kick. Fair enough. You might be there. You might do that. Okay. What I'm saying, you don't want to do that. If he's in close range, you might just drop your knee like into him. Drop your knee there into his knee there, for example. Or trap him out. So trap your knee against his. Locked up. So, but you don't want to be so locked up on the side that you're off there. So you're like that, and he just sweeps you off and pulls you away. See? You see what I'm trying to say? Always like behind, even from there. You can't see my foot. It like pulls you back from that way. You know, you're doing funky moves like trying to do your barbell hold, and he just pulls you off balance. No, you want to make sure it's very subtle, very natural. You're just standing there, saying, yeah, you can just do it easily, coming into the room. But you must, train everything for your exercise. Train the big movements as well. So if you do, real, let's say Tai Chi forms, Tai Chi, right, or long fist like CHUN train form, it's okay for your exercise, for your health. But above all, also for your body. Karate, right, Kung Fu Do, whatever you do, it's for your body. Keep your body healthy and fit. Yeah, swimming. If you go swimming, you running, play basketball, whatever you do, it's good. Yeah, for your body. You practice all your techniques, as I say, your grabs, okay, conditioning, all that, okay, all your different drills you can do, all that you can work in, get your rolls. Now for me, as I say, for me, it's usually Wing Chun, as I say, Yung Chun Chun, okay, usually for me. For my main one I like, because I just feel for me it's the most, I'll say useful, most interesting, but it's more interesting when you train with somebody. If you train by yourself, it's quite boring, but but it's like, most important thing is you want to feel the energy of it. Most important thing is you want to keep your body healthy. So this is not really the best for health, I think. You can do other exercises for your body and keep very healthy, okay? The good thing about Yung Chun, I feel, the best thing about it, you don't need to be very flexible. You don't need to be very flexible. Like before, you've seen me in my video before, when I showed you, like, for example, when I go like that, I'm not perfect. When I just say, for example, right, when I go like one of the splits, for example, you don't need that. You're going to bust your dick. You're going to bust your balls and your dick if you're a man. If you do that, like, when you're in a fight situation, you may just step on your breakfast and that's it. So the most important thing about it is you might know some big stances and exercise, like before I showed you when you're doing some certain stances, you might know something like that. But the most important thing is just for your exercise. I think if you're doing Wing Chun, Yung Chun, different styles, it's good for your self-defensive training. So if you do like kickboxing or taekwondo, tai chuan do they say in Chinese, but taekwondo, if you do that, that's also very good. You can kick, it's good for your body health and that. But I'm just saying, it's different ranges. You see what I'm saying? If someone's so close to me there, I'm not going to kick him in the head. Something to his head, not necessarily easily. If he's like a long way, maybe a long way, I might kick it to his head. But it's like if they're very close, then your hands will be near, right? Your feet may be for a lower angle there for your feet, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah? So I'll be using different kind of techniques from there. I might be on the angle there, with my guard in there, or on the close range, is what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to attack me, I'm not going to be kind of doing some, for me, like, it's like, if someone's going to come at me, let's say for a low kick or something, or for some low kick, I won't be going back going like that, doing some kind of low stance. I'll be just like, I'll just get out of there, or just block with my knee, bring it in like that. Just bring my knee in like that, or just come in, literally come in. And when I say like, it's not good to turn on the side, yeah, it's good to turn on the side, you get a lot of power, I know. But what I'm trying to say is, you want to make sure that when you're turning, there's a reason for it. Power, yeah, fair enough, you might bring power in, but the most important thing is like, if you're in close range, that's the dangerous range. If someone's coming at you to attack me, then you might want to turn to absorb, or cover, see, even like I was telling you before, the wrist cover in there, blocking this from here, see. I might want to use certain techniques to block, but it's like, I won't be kind of like 1, 2, like for a show. And when you turn around too much, your back's open to attack also. So I'm going reaching down there, it's like a mile away from up here, so it's like too far to come back. It's like from there, so it's like too far to come back from there, that distance as well, see. So that all this stuff, so it's like, the most important thing is like, you've got to be realistic. If the person's coming at you, if you can get away, get away. Like I say, if you can't get away, there's a wall or somewhere you can't get away, then you've got to use whatever you can in that close range, right? You might use knees, elbows, feet, hands, whatever I'm saying. And utilise your power the best you can, the movement the best you can to guard as well as defend. And if he's using his power on you, you've got to absorb, you know, and you know, be able to strike well in that space as well. Okay, so I was saying with the wrist there. I'm not saying you're always going to hit with the back of the hand. I'm not saying, I'm just saying with the wrist. I'm just saying understanding the flow, see, of how you can work different flow. Teach your body to be flexible is what I'm trying to say. So those are some blocks you might find like in the crane, okay, or the mantis, let's say. But I'm just saying, we're not talking about the crane and the mantis. I'm just saying, like, teach your body to be flexible in different levels. So you're very, very flexible in terms of technique in the close range of the small movement, the small style. You might be very flexible and you can jump, you can flip, you can kick, all that, okay? But it's like in real life, if, you know, it depends what you're going to do. You might not always be the best fighter doing all those fancy moves. So if you can get away, run away, that's the hero to yourself. You know, you can live another day. Keep healthy, tomorrow you can do anything, you know what I mean? Alright? So I'm going to stop this video now. So thank you very much. It's been an evening today. Very happy I can make the video for you guys. I know it's a bit in Chinese I say "luan," a bit messy, but I'm just happy to show you what I do. I just have some different training. My training, as I say, I like to train all different styles. As I say, you know, I train my long fist, CHUN train, as I say, a bit of that. You know, Yung Chun train mainly, Wing Chun, you know, mostly, Wing Chun okay, mostly. A bit of Tai Chi, as I say, I do a bit of Tai Chi, Bagua, that's some basics, you know, in training, but I just incorporate them all. Most important thing is your health, so spend a long time every day, or spend some time every day to do some exercise, is my advice to anyone. Before you go to work, or before you go to your class and listen to whatever, just remember to keep your body, you know, a bit healthy in your mind, your body, your breath, you know. Don't smoke if I was you, don't drink shit, you know. Keep your body healthy, really, right? And just take care of yourself, because one day we'll be dead, we'll be old, you know. So it doesn't matter where you are. I'm in China, you can be anywhere in the world, right? It's one day we'll be old, you know. I need a shave. Thanks for watching. Train hard and stay safe, okay? And I'll see you again in another video. You just take care now.